Hey, how's it going? Just in the background organising my sandpaper for the day. Let's cut up and put 3 rings of this wire in there. Um, I'm going to use super glue to initially place it in there, and then after that I'm going to um, hit it with a bit of Gorilla Glue. Well, the super glue will get it done in like 5 seconds, 10 seconds or something, but the Gorilla Glue takes 24 hours, so I'll do that right at the end of the day. Got the bloody wire too short, didn't I? That's it. Yeah, you know what? I'm not pissed farting around today. I'm not in the mood for it, so that'll do. I'll fill it in with a little bit later. Hello, person in the background. How you going, Thrifty? Just doing a tea light candle holder. I've got some copper wire that I'm gonna brass, one of the two. I'm gonna put in between in these little grooves. Yeah, try again. Stupidity in what's going on? Oh, you just mean the whole corona thing? It's the same everywhere, I think. Yeah. So I've got these. I burnt 3. Yeah, I know my. He has a bit of a conflict with a program called Minicams that I use. I've got 3 burnt rings, and I've got 3 lighter rings that are not dug in so much. I'm going to put wire in them. I'm just about to level this face off a little bit. Yeah. Unfortunately, that stupidity is completely everywhere. I understand completely. Except we live in a, it's like one of the smaller populated states I live in, South Australia. So it's classed as the nanny state. So there's not like one whole person's been infected here in the last three or 4 months. And then Robbo, he's in Victoria. Robbo Robinson, he's in Victoria, and they got one of the pretty much the most densely populated parts of Australia, and they're in stage 4. I don't even think we're in a stage anymore. How's it going, Mike? I'm going to leave these bits until the very end, though, because I'm going to super glue them in first. But I've got Gorilla Glue as well to do later when the super glue's set properly. How you going, Mike? Oh, yeah. Did you sleep last night, Mike? No? Used your alarm for the right reason. Yes, it's definitely thrifty. It's definitely making people think outside the box of things to do, isn't it? So, excuse the French, 'cause I'm about to swear, right? But I seen a meme yesterday, and it said, "All you flat earthers are all wrong. It's not flat. It's not round. It's fucked." I thought that was spot on. You like that one, Mike? You see, I got that one out before Robbo came in. That was pretty cool, wasn't it?
What one?
Hang on.
All right, Jay, I'll go and turn the wireless down in a second. Just hold on a minute.
Yeah, no worries. A wireless, eh? Bloody hell. I haven't heard it called that for ages.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Mike.
How are you?
Thrifty VJ. Not bad, Jay, yourself?
Oh, yeah. I prefer not to answer that today.
No, I see.
Hey?
I see.
Said the blind man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just going to smooth it all off a little bit with a bit of sandpaper and put my rings on there.
Yeah. Okay.
I got these.
You're going to make the hole a little bit deeper or not? You're going to get rid of that ridge around the top there, or you're going to leave it on there?
I was going to leave that little bit there.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Did I just break your style, Twang, by leaving it there?
No, that's fine.
What do you got?
What do you mean? What have I got?
Oh, I thought I seen a tool packet in your hand.
No. A cigarette packet.
Oh.
Essential supplies, man.
Sorry?
Essential supplies.
Yes.
Geez, I'm going to have to get a radio mic, I can tell you that.
Today I popped the chat out of the YouTube channel and put it over my StreamYard because the YouTube chat comes up quicker.
The YouTube's what? A lot quicker.
Yeah, like the YouTube that I've got going at the moment. You can. How you going, Louis? Thanks for coming over. The YouTube, the chat that we watch lives on, it's got 3 little dots up the top. You click that, and it's got one of the options in there is pop the chat out, and it makes it independent so that you can move it anywhere you want. So I've got it over the StreamYard feed.
Oh yeah, right.
It just gets the chat quicker, and it's not so much lag.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Woodworking 227.
How you going,
Drop
Louis?
me out of the screen a bit.
Oh, do I have to?
Well, people want to see what you're doing, not what I'm doing.
Oh, I don't know. You never know. You're still on the other side of the world.
Yeah, I know that.
I was just chatting with Thrifty about lockdown and stuff like that. She's on Rhode Island, and they're on stage 3.
Yeah, we're in stage 4 at the moment, so.
Yeah, she said it's driving her batty.
I must admit it, no real effect to me because I work by myself all the time anyway, and
Yeah.
my record's not going outside the workshop for 3.5 months, but I do miss not being able to travel around the countryside, that's all.
Yeah, I bet. But there's a lot of clubs missing you too.
Probably glad of it.
There goes that bit. I straightened off the edge before, made it level.
Very good. Yeah, I've been working the whole time too, Huey, but or Louis at least, but still a pain. At the moment, we're restricted to a 5-kilometre area, so 5 kilometres it just gets us into the town. We're a kilometre out of the town, but it gets us into the town, but that's as far as we're allowed to go down to the post office and that. I'm lucky I work by myself, so I don't need a mask on or just wash my hands and normal thing. The only one that's got to put up with me is my wife, so because she's working from home as well. Whereabouts are you, Louis?
Hey, Louis, if you don't mind me asking, where do you work? Or what do you do for a job, sorry?
Oh, yeah, New Jersey in USA, right here.
Wowzers, Thrifty, are they wearing like skin tight ones or something?
Yeah, that's impossible, I'm afraid. They can't have the right masks if that's what they're doing, because they'd just die with them while I'm doing anything, not driving with them. Unless they're wearing them over their eyes. Yeah, that'd be a full-time job, that's for sure, Louis. It's bad enough maintaining my own buildings.
Yeah, that'd be a good job. At least you're helping people that need it. How you going, my vicarious life?
Well, they have the wrong mask then. I'm sorry, Thrifty. That is just not possible to breed. In fact, there's a couple of good videos on around about wearing masks by doctors, and there is no. If you've got a proper mask, there is no risk of breathing in your own carbon dioxide. Your oxygen levels don't alter in your blood.
Did you hear about that on the news, Thrifty? Maybe it's just a scare tactic. That's like, our government told us that this come from bats, right? Jappy was telling me the other day that his government are telling him it come from turtles. What the? Huh?
Hello, my vicarious life.
Oh.
Sounds like you got your speaker up again, Jay.
Yeah, well, might as well turn my mic off because no one's obviously listening to me. So. Honestly, Louis, that's got to be the biggest con robbery of the government I've ever heard in my life. Seriously, eating raw bats. They've been doing it for hundreds of thousands of years or whatever, and this is the first time it's happened. They've got a virus lab in that country, not even 5 kilometers away from that market. Not even 5 kilometers. So I'll blame the people that were testing it in the lab, not the bullshit story the government says.
We'll never know.
What all of a sudden eating raw bats bad for you? I'm sure they've done it thousands of times. I mean, it's not like raw bat. What?
Go on.
You go right ahead. I'm just going to whinge more.
No, the problem is that various viruses and things now just mutate so quickly because there's more people around and all that sort of thing. So, but I'm just trying to work out my vicarious life's poster. I will attempt a somewhat similar procedure tomorrow with some scored and bit of bicycle axle cones and sandpaper. Just wondering what you're trying. Yes, that's dead right. They got virus labs all over the place. Yeah, I know about the cone nuts on bicycle hubs, but I'm just wondering what you're trying with it, that's all. Well, can you hear the thunder in the background? Got a ripper storm coming through here at the moment. Well, I'm at 1:33 and Jay at 1 o'clock, or 1:05 roughly. No, different virus, Thrifty. They've known about the coronavirus for a long time, but this one's a mutated one that's really, really bad. Been around on Piner Clean and various other things as well. Yes, sorry, Louis, afternoon, PM. Turn your mic back on, Jay, so that we know what you're doing. You're talking to me, Louis.
What was that?
Louis wants to know what are you rolling in that paper. I was just wondering whether he's talking to me or you.
He's talking to you. You're having a rollie.
Just normal tobacco, Louis. Nothing special. Never smoked it. Haven't tried it. Not interested.
And it'll make that chest better if you ate it.
Probably would.
Yeah, it will. I know well, you might not have emphysema, but I know someone that's got emphysema and he ate it for 3 or 6 months or something like that. And he's got a Flinders doctor, Flinders University, and she kept an eye on him and it gave him back 22% of his lung capacity.
I'll be buggered.
Yeah. He was gasping for air in the hot breeze in the hot days. Not anymore.
Yeah.
So I got a bit of tissue over my super glue so I don't wear any of it when it leaks.
Can you zoom your camera down a little bit, please, Jay, or move it down a little bit so that people can see?
People as in you mean you?
No, as in everybody.
I'll have to move the other camera around a bit.
I know what you're doing. They might not. Oh.
A little bit better, I suppose.
Yeah. Yes, I worked on them for years. I used to race them at one time.
Skid Kids. No?
What?
Oh, the push bike place that I used to go to that raced push bikes was called Skid Kids.
Oh, yeah. No, I used to race on velodromes and road racing.
We were basically on a dynamite oval track.
Yeah, well, yeah, velodrome.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. We got one here.
Not BMX or anything like that.
No, we got a full-on cycling one here.
Oh, yeah.
We call it the Slug. This is just cheap glue. I get about 6 bottles for like $1.80 or something. I'm gonna lave the top. Gonna lave the top piece.
Yeah. Now I know what you're talking about. Sorry, what's your name? My Vicarious Life, instead of me having to say that all the time. What Jay's attempting to do there is put copper wire into the groove. Ah, thanks, Dan. Yeah,
that's better.
Good night, Louis. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks, Louis. Have a good night. Is it night time over there? Later than us?
Yeah, it's 1 a.m.
Wow.
Roughly.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't know how that'll go actually, Dan. It's they're normally hardened a little bit, so if it's pitted, I doubt that you'll get them out. Might last for a little while, but not for very long, unfortunately. Ah, right. Thanks for that, Thrifty.
I'm going to put my microphone on mute. I'm going outside and some settings.
Yeah, if you don't try it, you never know. That's all right, Mike. Is that to me, Dan? Hold up your left hand palm facing away from you. Like that. Can you see that all right or not? Point the base of ring finger. That one. Getting uncomfortable. We've got another chap that comes in occasionally, Dr. Bob from, I think he's up near Detroit somewhere. Oh, yeah, right. Now I see what you're getting at. Unfortunately, the camera doesn't span far enough to show where Jay is in relation to me. Getting stuck in there, Jay?
Yeah. My dog agrees.
Oh, that's the most important part.
Yep.
And what are you making, Mike? Did you put in dovetails in drawers or boxes or something? Oh, you were making drawers, if I remember rightly, from what you said last night. Jay's making a little tea. Yeah, you can tell him.
It's just a tea light holder, tea light candle holder, yeah.
with copper wire inserts in the grooves.
Have a train.
Man, it is a savage day out there. It is cold, wet. The only thing that we're missing is the wind at the moment.
Oh, we got the wind.
Yeah, we'll probably cop that tomorrow. We had it bad yesterday.
My dog's got a lot to say today.
Sorry?
My dog's got a lot to say today.
Yeah. Heard a bit noisy in the bloody background there.
Yeah. This is freedom rights to speech, you know. You're copping it all there.
We've had a drought here for 8 years. And then we got rain and after it flooded, washed half of it away. It's a strange place, Australia.
Australia. Like this. Someone spelt it like this. Look. Australia. Australia. See, Australia still kind of sounds the same.
Well, I could say it with a plum in my voice and say Australia. No happy medium here sometimes. Either a feast or a famine.
Half the country's a desert. Unpopulated.
Yep.
G'day, mate. G'day, mate. How's it going, brother? Hey, Joe, shut up.
Forget the bro bit. That's not bloody Australian.
Hey, brother.
That is not Australian either. Unless you're
Come on, brother.
black.
Don't be like that, brother.
Yeah, basically the outback, but there's various stages of the outback too as well, Dan. It's there's outback New South Wales, which is totally different than out in towards the centre of Australia, which is mainly deserts.
Yeah.
And then there's a desert country around near Alice Springs, which is absolutely fantastic.
As far as I've been is Woomera. Woomera and Roxby Downs. That's the furthest I've been.
Oh, I've been everywhere, man.
I've been everywhere, man.
Oh, just about have. I used to be paid to do it once, but yes, you're dead right. The cute critters can kill a man.
Oh God! If it keeps everyone else away and keeps them in their own country, nah. No, it's all good. Nothing more here to kill you than anywhere else, I reckon.
It's sort of like everything. If you go looking for it, yeah, you'll find it.
Yep.
And, normally, most of the animals try to keep right away from you anyway.
Yeah. Anyone in the chat other than Robbo, because I'm sure he would have heard this a million times, but if you know a lot about Australia, go and look up a guy called Ostentatious. He did a thing called Australiana. It's pretty funny. Robbo most wouldn't think the same thing, but
Yeah, I know.
you don't.
No, yes, they can. They've got a spur on their hind legs that can, if they get in the right place, that's why they. If you ever watch kangaroos fighting, that's why they use their tails as leverage, and they can lift their hind feet off the ground and balance on their tail, and they've got a spur on their hind leg or on their hind foot that can just rip you in half if you get in the way.
Yeah, bloody oath. Get an 8 foot red kangaroo. See you later.
Yeah. No shit. Emus can be just as bad, believe it or not.
Don't pick up a platypus either.
No, they've got spurs on their feet as well. It's got poison in them. And even koalas can be vicious little devils when they want to be.
Yeah. Especially if they bite you, they got a disease that you don't want. Then we got lizards that'll bite you and they won't let go. You have to chop their head off. It'd be alright if you could put pictures in the chat, wouldn't it, Robbo?
Yeah. But it's like everything. If you antagonise something, even a human being will retaliate. So best you don't antagonise things. That's what I keep telling my wife anyway. All right, good night, Thrifty. You have a good night's sleep.
Thanks for coming in.
Next time around. You got all those dovetails cut yet, have you, Mike?
Oh, you pelican.
What on what Jay's doing, Dan? Oh, come on, hurry up. Jeez, bloody, pull your finger out and get that marking gauge going. That was to Mike.
Yeah, I know. So I laughed. It wasn't me for a change.
Right, what he's doing, Dan, is putting copper wire in the little grooves he put in with a skew chisel, and he's gluing it in with super glue. When he finishes that one, he might show you a copper wire and show you.
Yeah, I've got some here.
I know that feeling, Mike. I must admit, I've been doing turning for so long now that the only part that thrills me is working out how to do it and marking it out, and then after that, it's just perspiration.
So when I've finished gluing these in, I'll leave them for a little while, and then I'm going to skim over the top with a tool. Most probably a carbide tool, and just take the tops off the wire so it's level with the wood.
No, it's just plain copper wire, Mike.
I just got. It's just for hanging pictures and stuff, Mike. Cost me all of like $2 or $3 or something. And the roll was a bit bigger than that. I've used a fair bit. Wait. Oh. Well, it'll have this on it. There's my shameful plug for the day.
Now, if you can imagine a cylinder with metal inserts in it, Dan, that's probably the best way of putting it, with copper inserts.
And I've got a fan down here. That's keeping my motor brick cooler, but it's also kind of blowing up on the super glue as well, so that's kind of helping.
Why don't you turn it off?
It's helping me. I like it there. It's drying it off back here.
Okay. Well, I thought it was blowing the fumes in your face.
No, that's all right. I can handle that part. We'll have a super glue lid stuck to it in a minute.
As long as you don't stick your finger to it.
I've done that plenty of times. Cut another bit of wire, it's too short. No China junk. Come on, some of that stuff works good.
Yeah, there's been a lot of antique cupboards and things that I've picked up over the years at various places as well, like beautiful mahogany and rosewood and stuff like that. Some of our early colonial stuff that was made out of Huon pine and red cedar and Australian cedar, and people were just throwing it out, you know.
Crazy.
Yep. The king of junk, eh, Mike? I must admit, I've been looking around for an old printer's press, not a printing press, but the press where they used to put the lithograph things in, you know, with a big wooden thread on it to do certain jobs. And I've only been searching 30 years. I still haven't found one yet. By the time I find one, I'll probably be dead.
Pity we didn't know each other a couple of years ago, Robbo. My uncle recently sold a printing factory that he owned for like 40 odd years. That would have been perfect.
Yeah, it's not a printing press. It's a paper press or something like that. They're called.
Yep.
Oh, you're dead right, Mike. Like a lot of, well, for instance, kauri out here is now a banned timber. You can't use New Zealand kauri anymore.
Right.
But you can use another one called Dalmar Minyak, which is another type of kauri. Looks the same. So I've done a few repairs with that on various older cabinets and things. I'm sure you'd find something to do with it, Dan.
Yeah, take the motor out of it, and if it's got a pedal, take the pedal out. Then you can make something with it. You can make an electrical device with it, and you got pedal control. like a sander or something, you know.
My mother still has her original Singer sewing machine, which is a treadle machine. Yeah, a lot of people use them for hall tables, and interior decorators love those sort of things. Actually, the motor and the controller out of those sewing machines make great rotators for spraying or things like that, because you can spin them so slowly. Yeah, that's what they do in Australia as well. They get the treadle bases and put another top on them, because the wrought iron work in them is absolutely fantastic in some of them, particularly when they're all cleaned up and repainted.
Did you get kicked out of the office, Robbo?
No, I'm busy setting up cameras and everything for tomorrow night's live, so I migrated out here while I'm playing with things.
Are you winning?
I think so. Like, I've still got lag or latency, but it's not too bad actually.
Yep. And sometimes too, it might come down to it picking up the chuck spinning and that freaking it out a little bit.
Yeah, well, I've been playing around with the cameras a bit, taking the autofocus and everything off them.
Yep. How you going, Jappy?
Ah, g'day, Jappy. Just wait a second, Jappy. I got something for you.
Yeah. You know what? I've got something for you too, Jappy. What do you say
Just
to me when I start at 1:30? You're late.
Just wait a second, Jappy. This is just for you.
He ate a can of baked beans, an onion, and an egg just for you. Yeah, we're right here, you know. I'm in the shed. All right, here he comes.
Enjoy that little interlude, did you, Jappy?
Oh, dude, that's too many combinations.
What are we talking about now?
Oh, just what Dan put in the chat. Jalapeno, bacon, maple syrup, onion, baked beans are the best.
What, for breakfast?
Oh, I don't even know if I could handle that for tea.
Yeah.
Explosive. Where did Dan say he lives, Robbo?
Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
In the good old US of A.
I've been watching a show called The Man in the High Castle.
Yeah, I was telling another bloke the other day, Dan, that there was a good documentary actually on the Great Lakes about 18 months or 2 years ago here in Victoria, about how it's got a virtually such a large expanse of water that it creates its own climate.
That's pretty trippy. shit smell.
Nah, Joe might get upset with me, Jeff, if I turn it up. Mike might too.
Oh, you can turn it up. I don't
No, it's
care.
all right.
I'll
No,
just turn you down.
no, I think that's pretty right in the background there, isn't it?
What's that? Hot water system.
No, the lakes
No, behind you.
behind me.
Yeah. No,
Uh,
other side. There.
no, dust extractors.
Oh, that, that as big as my house.
Yeah, well, we've got 4 of them like that.
Only 4.
Yeah. Oh, we used to run sometimes 4 or 5 machines at once, so they all had their own individual dust extractor on them.
Yep.
No, we got snow down there as well. In fact, a couple of months ago it snowed down under 200 metres, so it was that cold. But we have snowfields, nothing like America, of course. No, we do have mountains, just not very tall ones, that's all.
We got no mountains in South Australia though. Just hills.
No, we got snowfields. It's partly in New South Wales, partly in Victoria, and Tasmania gets quite a bit of snow occasionally. But their ski season is on at the moment, and it officially opens in the middle of June. But this year with the COVID thingo, of course, they haven't had many people up there, so they're probably feeling it too now. Okay, go on. Come on, Mike. Hang it on us.
Finally ordered myself another pair of reading glasses yesterday.
Oh, very good.
I dropped these ones a couple of months ago, and I got a dot on them right where you got to look, you know. Nice one. They had fun then, Mike.
Yes, I'm waiting for the next instalment as well.
Next week on Jay's Live.
Yeah. To be continued. Will he recover from his broken leg? Did they have to slide him down the highway from Katoomba?
Put him on a snowboard, he'll be right. Oh, here's Sydney. Sydney?
Yeah,
Hello.
How's it going?
Right, mate. How are you?
G'day, Sydney.
Hey, all right.
Mate, yourself?
Lunchtime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, he probably would have. Oh, Jesus, what's the noise?
You're not at work today, Sid?
Saturday. I don't work on Saturday. I'm in my shed.
Oh, come on. I thought the government worked all the time.
The government doesn't work any of the time.
Have you got a radio on in the background, Sid?
I have, actually. Hang on. Shouldn't.
Shouldn't, but it does.
Yeah. Mike, that's
That better,
yeah, that's better. Cool. Yeah, the Hells Angels actually do a lot of
Charity work.
Yeah, and to a certain extent, they're a very misaligned group, but of course, there's some bad lads amongst them too. So, of course, they cop that because that's all the media is more interested in than anything else. So, but your grandfather would have thoroughly enjoyed that. Been on a few of them myself.
I prefer a custom wide end fat boy.
Sorry.
I said I prefer a custom wide end fat boy. It's the name of a motorbike, a Harley.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Is something thumping against your shed, Jay?
No, it's not me.
No, the wind's blowing like a bugger here, Robbo.
This sounds like a place that's fallen down.
Does it seem
we're used to
strange
that
that
here.
it's only just started since Sid's come in?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the wind on my doors.
Oh, right.
You keep on knocking, but you can't come in.
I'll mute me mic until I'm going to talk.
Yeah. Maybe I should do that.
Well, here, I've got a good government story for you. We used to do a lot of posts and things for our local council here for parks and gardens and things like that. Turn them with dome tops and decorative posts and things like that. Anyway, I got an order for 40 and our local not town planner, but he worked with community groups to beautify towns and things. He rang up on Friday and he said, "Oh, when will those posts be ready, Robbo?" And I said, "Oh, well, actually, they'll be ready on the weekend for you." He said, "Oh, well, can I pick them up on Sunday?" And I thought, I nearly fell over because a government, particularly a local government employee, working on a Sunday and near had a heart attack. But he did. He came in at 9 o'clock Sunday morning, worked all day with all the local community, putting the posts in the ground and putting in garden beds and everything else. And it wasn't uncommon for him.
That darned fresh air. Tell it to stop.
Yeah, I know. Now, at the moment, it's still only about 10 degrees in the workshop. It's bloody freezing, even with the heaters on at the moment.
Yeah, my heater. I need to run around the shed.
Yes, definitely, Mike, a rarity. But we had a couple of government employees, like local government employers like that really got involved in the work that they were doing. And I love dealing with them because they were realists.
What have you been up to today, Sid?
No, I've been in at a new community store having a bit of a meeting and getting a bit of a session going. That's where I've been all morning.
What kind of store? Like one where they help people out?
No, it's like, I suppose, to use the terminology I hear on here a lot, it's a maker's store, so I'll be able to take my stuff in there and sell it.
So I'll just give my stuff to you?
I'll take my commission out of it.
Yeah, of course. It's got bloody petrol money, for fuck's sake.
Yes, Dan, middle of winter here.
Oh, yeah, I'd say towards the tail end of it. There's 2 weeks of it left. Oh, sorry, 7 days. There you go, look.
Well,
nearly out of winter.
Officially, but this is where it starts getting a bit cool.
Now, is there more super glue on my fingers than on the piece? Oh, I don't know.
So what are you making there, Jay?
A tea light candle holder. I've got 3 burnt rings in it and 3 copper rings.
Okay, yep.
Got this wire here.
Yep.
It's just for hanging pictures. So I'm actually just waiting for the super glue to set.
Sorry, Jeffrey, I don't... Yeah, 1st of September, spring starts here too, so... But I think it's going to be a very cold one at the start of this year.
Yeah. I think the first
Sorry,
one...
Jeffrey, I can't make out what you're saying. Their service delivery is on no one lists in South Australian government.
No, South African, it says.
South African.
Yeah, South African government.
Don't mix us up.
It'd be a lot cheaper for me to send him a piece of wood, that's for sure.
True.
Well, you having lunch, Sid?
Yeah, well, I've just finished lunch. Been mucking around doing shit. Didn't realise what the time was. The wind died down a bit. It stopped banging around now.
Yeah, I must admit, I went in at 2:30 this morning. I got interested in something I was doing out in the shed, and just time went by.
Does that?
Now, how badly off centre is that, Jay?
A little bit, hey. I'll put up, might be easy to see on the other camera. No, you can't see it there.
Right, well, in my place, typical lunch consists of either sandwiches or sometimes we'll have some soup with bread, or sometimes a pie.
I just had a chicken and cheese sandwich and a cuppa.
And you've got to have the cuppa. In fact, that's what I'm going to do in a minute. Hello, he's putting the ads in again now.
There's plenty of room. I can put an ad up for Cobb & Co if you want. No comment to that one.
Occasionally, yes, I do have Vegemite.
Oh. You know what? If you could find the old Vegemite before they killed it, I'd eat it, but I don't eat it anymore.
No, the new Vegemite, all right. Like I don't go with the cheese and Vegemite, but just Vegemite on a nice fresh crust. Oh, very fantastic.
you nailed that, Robbo. Yep.
It used to be nice.
It still is.
Yeah. Well,
My
my taste buds
brother-
don't think so.
My brother was in New York for 10 years, and Mum had, every month, my mother sent over a small jar of Vegemite and 2 blocks of Cadbury chocolate. And a few of his American friends wanted to try this Vegemite. So David, of course, but yeah, that's what I get worried about with that wire. And Vegemite is a spread, Jaffe. It's a beef extract. And anyway, I didn't tell them because the jar only put a little bit on, because they put it on like peanut butter, and you can guess the result. They reckon we got strange tastes. No offense,
We've got refined tastes.
Yeah. No offense, man, Dan, but you Yanks just don't know what you're missing.
Although, my vicarious life, Sid, his name's Dan.
G'day, Dan.
I think that's about the end of that. I'm done. Have a good day, folks.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming.
Yeah, Marmite. Sorry, Joe. Marmite is very, very similar, but not quite the same.
That piece can stuff off. I'm done with it. No way, you've got to be kidding me. You know what? I'm going to put it on mute because I'm going to swear a lot for a second.
No,
Don't know why.
something's happened.
Yeah, one of the copper wires came out, which I was half expecting. They can be a little bit of a bugger. That the way I used to do it was undercut the slot that they went into, and then with a ball peen hammer go around it and spread it out into it.
Yep.
Yeah, I've never been able to come at marmalade, I'm afraid. It's always just been too bitter, and I love lemons, but Marmite's just marmalade, at least, has always been too bitter.
Well, my chuck's not coming off anymore
Why?
because I've lost the fucking Allen key for it.
Whoa. You've lost the Allen key.
Yeah. So back on mute I go while I look for it.
Out with the magnet, man. You know, I cannot understand why that keeps coming loose.
Well, it's not coming loose, okay? I want to take it off so I can start a new piece. But I can't do that because I can't find the Allen key. So, story of my life today. I should have stayed in bed.
Right. Oh, you haven't. You've lost the Allen key, not the grub screw. Right. Sorry, my mistake. A friend of mine actually loves Vegemite or Marmite on toast with a poached egg on top.
Why would you ruin the toast and the egg?
Well, he reckons it tastes fantastic. But I will tell you another good use for Vegemite. On your roast lamb, rub it down with Vegemite before you put it in the oven, and it just gives it a nice little tang. And I normally don't like
too.
Yeah, I don't normally like things like that, but I tried it one night and it was pretty bloody good actually.
Yeah, it used to be one of the chicken shops in the town I come from. That was their secret recipe for getting the tang and dark skin on the chook, was to rub it with Vegemite.
Oh yeah.
They used a bit of hot water and made a bit of a thick liquid with it and painted it on with a brush.
Yeah. I wonder how to go for a finish.
What's up, Mike?
I'm just going to go and put the kettle on, folks. I'll be back in a minute. I'm getting thirsty.
It's a worry. Can't have that. Kettles boil the water to make the tea or coffee, Dan. Robbo's a bit of a tea addict. I think he goes on the tea, not the coffee.
Well, looks like I'm back to doing it the old way, putting the stabby in the chuck because it's gone.
Well, did you drop it, Jay, or what?
I'd more go for the or what part. I've got my my monitor stand just up there, like pretty much right in the corner.
Yeah, I know where it is.
Where the screen is.
Yep.
And I keep my chuck key up there and my chuck for the grub screw, and it's not there. So I don't know what's happened to it. Like I said, I should have stayed in bed.
My dad always said water's only good for washing, and even then you've got to put soap with it. So what wood's that, Jay?
Oh, just a bit of gum branch.
Yep.
It's got lots of splits on the outside, but they only seem to go to like the first ring. See, they stop there.
Yeah. Yep, cool.
So, that's not too bad. And you can see where it got slapped around on the branch. You can see where it's come apart from the ring there.
Yep.
That's as far as the cracking goes. So, but it's got this on the other side though, right in the middle. A couple of bug holes.
They can be interesting sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Not
they
if
can be
they're right
nasty,
where
but
the
sometimes they can be
tapping needs to
interesting.
go. Sorry?
Sometimes they can be nasty, but sometimes they can be interesting.
Yeah. Well, here to have a look where the point needs to go.
Well, that's only if you put it on center. Put it a little bit off center.
Yeah.
I'll give you my clue when I get branches like that is I generally just tend to guess where the center is, or I put the center where I want it to be in relation to the pith down the middle.
Yep. Yes. Oh, Dan, his name's Jappy. Japie. If that makes it easier for you to say something to him.
Nice mallet.
Yeah. Some Wimmer who made it. Well, at least I'm not using my metal hammer, I suppose. Huh?
Yep, well, there you go.
I didn't think it would be very solid. I thought it would have been smashed to bits by now, but it's held up quite well.
That's good.
Ooh.
So he's right now. He's got his cover.
Don't forget the biscuits.
I might have to go for a wander in a minute and get another gas bottle. My heater's starting to die.
Uh-oh. Quick, run.
I don't have to run. It's only 20 metres away.
Oh, it's not fair. I want to see you run.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. I'm built for comfort, not speed.
Cuddling. Built for cuddling the missus, mate.
Oh, dear. Oh, I knew I forgot something.
Did you see the link I put on my Facebook wall last night, Sid? It's for the virtual craft fair.
Yeah, I did. Thank you.
All right. Damn so easy to find in their lives, isn't it?
Right, all's well with the world.
You got your cuppa now, Robbo, have you?
Yeah, I got my cuppa. Now I'm about to have a cigarette. I had a biscuit.
No biscuits, man. Come on. So this piece of wood, yes, it has a couple of splits, but I showed Sid before, they only go this far into the wood. They stop at the first ring.
Right.
So you can see lots of them, but they all only go in that far. So that's all. And I'm sticking to that story, all right?
Yeah.
I'm getting the grind down a bit more now.
No, Dan, they call it dunking. You dunk biscuits.
Anyway, look, I'm getting the grind down a bit.
Yeah, I can't see it. The light's reflecting off it too much. Yeah, yeah. Just be careful you don't go too far. 45 is the optimal.
Yeah, well, I don't have that measurement that you made for me. I don't have that on my belt sander, so it makes it a bit hard.
Yeah, yeah. But it's looking better than it was anyway.
Yeah.
Dan, can I be a bit rude and ask how old you are, please?
I can't wait till I get that longer tool rest. I won't have to move the piece to do this, to do something like this.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm 70.
You're still a
I'm
spring
70.
chicken.
James, you're 45, aren't you?
Yeah.
Don't know how old Sid is. God, bugging me, he's wrecking the joint. You got those things down to 7 minutes yet, Jappy?
Sorry, who are you talking to?
No, I'm talking to Jappy.
Okay.
You got those things you're making down to 7 minutes yet?
You better say it again. His PC froze.
Yeah. Oh, I did say it again. I don't know whether you heard it that time or not, though.
Okay. So the cracks lied to me.
Jesus, Sid, must have been a bloody tough gas bottle by the amount of noise.
He's ignoring you.
Yeah, must be.
It's the same answer I get back sometimes, you know.
Yeah. You listening to me, Sid? Got no sound.
Can't hear you talking.
He's resetting things now, I think. No. As soon as Jay shuts up. No, gas bottle is a gas bottle, LPG. Gas bottle to run his heater with. Same as I've got here, big one. Yeah, see? And that's the sound I make when they hit the floor.
I don't know if you can hear me, Jay. I'm going to have to go out and come back in. I've got nothing. Can't hear anything.
Yeah, well, we can hear you. Now, what I asked before, Jappy, have you got those things down to 7 minutes yet to turn them? I know we got some strange sayings out there, but I'll try to warn people about that. Yeah, that's what I want to know. The gas bottle must have put up a hell of a fight, I think.
That's better.
Here he comes. Can you hear us now, Sid?
I can.
Yeah, I said that gas bottle must have put up a hell of a fight by the sound of it. Jesus Christ, the noise here. Sounded like you're demolishing the place.
Oh, something fell over and it must have been on the computer mic. But I couldn't hear anything or say anything, so which is not always a bad thing, I suppose.
Yeah.
I just had to point out to Dan that I was actually getting a gas bottle.
Yeah, no.
I had to translate taking a dump for a minute. I had to work out what that was.
That's easy.
Yeah, no.
When you've been around American soldiers, you should know what that means.
So I'm a Jappy and Dan on the big open tin shed, and it's blowing, to use the local term, it's blowing 40 arseholes out there, so what you can hear is the doors rattling.
Yeah, I have the same trouble here during the wind, so I've got to chain them in. You know, Dan, by the time you finish talking to us, you might understand us.
Doubt it. I think I've made it too small for the truck now, but we're soon going to find out, aren't we?
Might be right. Have you got a set of calipers, Jay?
No.
Well, you got a pair of tin snips and a little bit of tin?
Still say no.
Oh.
No, I've got I know how far it can go out.
No, well, that's not the point. You try to get it set.
I know it isn't. That'll be all right.
There you go, look at that.
Oh, that's a bad way of holding it.
What?
Well, I knew you were going to say that, Robbo.
Eh?
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, if I
Yeah,
skim it
it's
down
got no-
anymore, it ain't gonna hold it.
Well, have you got a little shoulder on it or not?
No, because it's too small.
No.
If I make it any smaller, it won't fit.
Right.
Well,
What are you gonna do with it?
I was gonna drill it out to about there, and then see if I could get the stem down to about there.
Yeah, I reckon you're gonna wear it.
Okay. I need an extra face shield then.
Probably a good idea.
I might just go and put my face shield on. I'm closer than you, Robbo.
Smart ass.
I've got the safety screen on the computer, so I'll be right.
Is that a bit better? It's not bottoming out. It's just in the jaws there.
No, well, in a case like that, I would put it right in, but it's a little lip around. It's a little lip around. It's a little lip around the edge on the face of the jaws that makes the difference.
Yeah. So I've got it closer to that.
Yeah, actually, Mike Peace is very, very good for that sort of thing. He and I quite often chat via emails.
Smart ass. That translates to USA as what? You got more pills for your bunghole?
I see one of the things I find with the US slang is they've got an entirely different meaning for fanny than what we do.
Yeah, gets them into trouble too.
It would over here.
and England as well.
Yeah.
Bet the Italians like it though.
You mean the Greeks?
Yeah, that. Hey, Beavis and Butthead, someone got it. Hey.
Hey.
I don't know why, but I used to like watching that. It was either on after Rage or before Rage.
Man glitter.
Just a little bit.
I just emptied out mine yesterday. Mine's twice the depth of yours, and I just sprinkle it in my front garden.
Oh yeah, but hang on a minute.
The local cats use it for a kitty litter.
You see where it's going into? That bin's almost full.
Ah.
Nice one. Why don't you burn it?
I use it for nesting for the chooks and for dust baths for them.
I can't hear you back there.
No. You can get a burner specifically for it.
No, I got chooks, so I use it for nesting boxes and for dust baths for them.
Oh yeah, you know what's another good thing too? Hamster nesting.
Yeah, it could be. If I get too much, I'll be able to sell it.
Yeah, go to the pet shops and see if they want to buy it.
But the stuff like, because I don't separate out the fine dust and the shavings.
Yeah.
So the chooks like it to do the dust bathing in as well. And then by the time they finish with it on the floor of the chook house, it's good for compost.
Got any eggs for sale?
Not yet.
I need some eggs.
I've got to find where the bastards are laying.
They've twigged onto you, have they?
Oh, they free range. They go under the house sometimes. We've got a couple of young fellas from town every now and then come out and go for a crawl under the house and find all the eggs.
I used to spend Christmas and some school holidays up at my uncle's farm, and they had chooks, about 200 of them. And they used to love laying in the haystacks.
Yeah.
Anyway, my cousins and I got up in there and found about bloody hundreds of eggs. Anyway, one happened to slip out of my hands and hit my cousin on the back of the head. And
yeah, that happens every now and then.
Well, then it was on. We came home covered in bloody eggs, and of course got a bloody hiding for it too.
Any of them rotten?
No. They also had a mulberry tree. We did the same thing. Mulberry tree once, and I'll never do that again, I tell you. Mum
and Dad used to send us up the mulberry tree picking.
No, I don't mind. Like, when I was working flat out, we used to take 2 to 3 trailer loads of shavings out a day and just put them into bags and put a sign out the front, free mulch, and they always disappeared in a day or two. But the trying to burn them or anything, we never tried. We tried selling them for.
Not too sure what's going on here with my sound again. Can you hear me, Joe? Okay. I just can't hear anyone else. I know Robbo's gone.
I was on mute.
No, I've got nothing. I'll duck out and come back in again.
I lost my sound for some reason.
I reckon it's got to do with the weather.
Did you lose sound too, Robbo?
We'll just blame the weather, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I did the same. Just I saw you disappear and I had no sound when you went.
Yeah, I'm the same as you, Jeffy. To me, it's a piece of meat.
Hello, we've lost Jay now as well.
Yeah.
He might be just rebooting the stream. Might be his end.
I'll press the wrong button.
Oh.
Press the wrong button.
So whereabouts are you, Mike? Can't sell your shavings. Can you give them away?
You've never watched me turning, then you never watched me turning, then Dan. If it's waste, I get rid of it.
That's part and parcel of being a production turner, isn't it, Robbo? Every bit of time you waste on what's not there is lost money.
Exactly.
I was reading something about doing sculptures once, and they similar principle to you, Robbo. Someone asked the sculptor how he sculpted this nice piece that he did, and he said, "Oh, well, I looked at the log, and then I just took out all the bits that didn't look like what I wanted."
Yeah, that's exactly it. The parts that aren't there aren't needed, so get rid of them. No, well, out here, Dan, what we would say is to go like a cut cat.
Yeah, okay, Mike.
You go like the clappers.
Yeah, we'll go
Flat out like a lizard drinking. Flat out like a lizard drinking.
Yeah, well, that means you're not doing anything, that's all.
That's government work, mate.
Yeah, well, I was going to say that, but I thought I'd better not.
I've had experts trying to offend me. I usually say I'm employed by the government. I don't say I work for the government.
Oh, yeah.
But Dan, oh, Dan's a bit drunk, I think.
Yeah. Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah, Australians use the word F-U-C-K, C-N-U-T, bastard, asshole.
A bastard's a term of endearment, though.
That's just saying hello to someone.
No, bastard and bugger are the Australian vernacular. The others I don't go along with much.
The funny thing with the Australian vernacular is you can have it like he's a bit of a bastard, means he's a total homo. And if you tell him someone says he's a real bastard, well, he's not a bad life.
Yeah, it's hard to hear you back there, Sid.
It should be all right. I've got me. Is that what it is? Background noise.
Don't say that, Robbo. I'm pointing at this. Look, like Wayne last night. He was pointing at something.
Yeah.
He flipped us a bird.
Well, so that's how I always put my glasses up like that.
No, the one saying that most other people don't understand from Australia is fair dinkum, because fair dinkum can mean so many different things depending on the conversation that they get lost. Yeah, I'm going to have to go shortly.
Duty calls.
Well, there you go. I never knew that, Mike. And because to remove stage makeup, we used to use cold cream. But a little bit more trivial information to put into my brain. Because I've often wondered where the ham actor came from. Geez, I enjoyed that.
They're going for a
No,
goblet this time, Jay.
No,
Yeah.
it's too small. No, it's not deep enough for a goblet.
Don't listen to Robbo.
It's a bloody, it's a tea light.
Peace makes the world turn around.
Hey, see that, Jay? Sit on it and rotate.
Is that enough for you, Juppy and Mike?
Or if you like, that's reading between the lines, all right?
Correct. Or you could go for I went to town and I bought something for you. Hang on, I've got it here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I should be cleaning my shed up. That's what I should be doing.
Don't cut uphill. You come into the centre and stop. And you start with a chisel with the fluke shut.
Is that the bug hole in the wood there, Jay?
Aye.
Is that the bug hole in the wood? The black dots
Yeah.
I can see? Yeah.
Yep. How you going, Tommy?
Good day, Tommy. How are you?
Hey, Tommy.
You'd be surprised what you've walked into here. We're trying to educate an American on Australian slang and various other things.
Well, at least it's a better option than probably trying to do an Australian accent the other night.
Well, this is right.
That was awful.
Yeah, well, it's the one rule you never break, Mike. Is you never cut uphill.
Oi.
Come down the other way now, Joe.
Oi.
Yeah, your approach angle's wrong on the chisel.
Sandpaper will get that out.
Right, well, to explain, Dan, that's a downhill cut where the grain is supported. I hope you can hear me. But if you try to go from the bottom to the top, that's cutting uphill.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What's uphill? Going that way or going that way? Or going that way?
No, I'm trying to explain to Dan what you're doing, right?
All right. I'll turn my mic off then.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good idea. No, just put your chisel on the rest for a minute, Jay, with the lathe stop. Okay. Now. No. It's got nothing to do with the chuck, Dan. Put your chisel at the top of the cut there, Jay. At the top of the cove. Yeah. Right. Now move it in towards the centre. That's cutting downhill because the grain is supported. Now leave it in the middle and try coming up to the top of the cut. No, up towards the top of the cut. No, that's a downhill cut. Put the chisel in the bottom of the cut. Right, stop there. Now, no. Stop there. Now, if you were to try and come up the hill there, that's cutting uphill. And the grain has got no support, so the chisel catches and rips it out instead. And you end up with a very, very bad finish. So you always start, you look at the grain structure. Yeah, see you later, Jeffy. You look at the grain structure so that when you're cutting, the grain is all supported under the cut. In fact, Jay, can you just put us on the big camera for a minute? And I'll be back in half a second. Okay. Now, the grain on this bit of timber runs along there, Dan. Okay. So if you're cutting, and I've just got to find my pencil. No, here it is. So in order to cut it, you've got to cut down this way. That's downhill. And this grain being longer under the cut in front of this one means it's supported. If you try coming back up this way, what you're doing is you're peeling out the grain like that, and 9 times out of 10, or 9.9 times out of 10, you'll get a catch and a lousy finish on it. Now, if you turn this bit of timber around, the grain is still going this way, and this is what a lot of people don't understand, is that the grain is supported when you're coming down here. That is cutting downhill, even though it looks like it's cutting uphill. Now, I'm going to get into trouble here again. For some reason, a lot of English turners at the moment, and some Americans, start from here and go down there and think that it's downhill, and it's not. Then they wonder why they get tear out all the way down the whole thing, instead of a nice finish on it. So on the outside of a bowl, for instance, you come from the centre here. This is cross grain, by the way, like that. You come from the centre here down to the outside. Now, if it's the inside, and I'll just turn it around there like that. If it's the inside, you have to come from the outside towards the centre like that, so that the long grain behind it is supported. If you try coming from here up, it's going to rip all the grain out up here and leave you with a lousy finish. I hope that makes it clear to you. Thanks, Joe. So you've always got to look at the grain structure of the timber. Now, if you're using, I'll use your language, burr really has no grain, so it doesn't matter which way you sort of turn it. Yes, that's exactly right. Uphill is working against the grain. You've got to cut timber the way it prefers to be cut, which is always with the grain.
I think Jappy had to leave too.
Yeah, he did. I said hooroo to him.
Hooroo. I'm really sure he knows what that means.
Yeah, by the time you finish there, Dan, you might learn to speak Australia.
I'll just write how that's pronounced for you, Dan.
Yeah, catch you later, Mike. Good to see you again. Yeah, I think you got to be born and born and raised there to understand Australia.
Thanks for coming in, Mike.
Yeah, I got to go in a minute too.
Oh, look at that. Pops out through the other hole.
Sorry?
So is it the same hole?
Yeah.
Or is that two different holes?
Same hole.
Oh, yeah, I can see the wire now. Yeah, couldn't see it before. That's all right. You call it a feature, mate.
Another $50 on the price. That's an art piece.
That's exactly right. Adds value. No practical purpose, but it's now an art piece, so it's worth more.
As seen by nature.
It's a UFO. A useless effing object.
What did you want? Is this what you wanted? You wanted this. Did you see that?
No, what?
I removed you from the screen when you said that.
Ah. Well, normally I say useless flaming object, so. Hello, Joy. You're late today.
How you going, Joy? I'm on my second piece already, Joy. You'll be spewing when I finish soon.
Yeah, all right. I got to go, folks. Got some stuff I got to get done.
All right, no worries. Thanks for coming in.
All right. See you
Catch you,
later,
Robbo.
Sid.
Take care, mate. See ya.
Always. See you later, Dan. Been a pleasure talking to you. And to Tommy. And see you later, Joy. Sorry about that.
Hey, Joy. Yes,
Well,
that's right. It was
Jay
language. Yes.
Jay is part of a poem.
Yeah, I am.
Well, so am I, Robbo, so look out. Hey, Jay.
What? Oh, yeah. Cool.
And the microphone.
Yeah. Did you order your product savers?
No, I didn't.
No, me neither.
Don't tell Steve. Actually, what we should do is just get together and order them in one hit, so only has to post one parcel out.
Yeah. Yes, it might be a better idea. I gotta send my first batch of gum nuts to him next fortnight.
Okay, yep.
So I've got all these gum tree seeds now, so I might plant them.
Be able to sell them, though.
I don't sell anything. Anything I try and sell doesn't sell, so I don't bother. So I have to give my work to someone else to sell, so they don't know it's me.
Oh, I see.
Got any projects planned? Hello?
You talking to me again?
Yeah, got any projects planned?
I got to bloody whip up a few more of those tops and a couple of garden dibblers and that sort of thing ready for the store opening, so I've got a bit of product to put on the shelves.
Yep.
Finish off a couple of the ones I started on the weekend. I've got 3 bowls that I've got rounded out on the outside, but I've got to turn around, plus the one that I broke out of the chuck. Got to try and fix that.
All those pallets all right that you went and collected?
Yeah, no, they're good ones. They're preformed concrete pallets, so they're quite solid.
Nice heavy duty ones.
Yeah, got 24 of them.
Nice. I think this goblet's going to go boom boom.
Don't tell. Look, I'm glad Robbo's gone.
I think that's why he left.
Because he said that, but it's not going to go boom boom for the reason he said.
No. Either way,
Take the pressure off with the tailstock. See if it closes up. Because now that you're sanding and not putting sideways pressure on it, you shouldn't be too bad.
No.
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 No. Super glue.
Yeah, I think so. I'll wait till I'm done.
You want to? You need to sand the outside of the super glue afterwards anyway.
I know. I just thought of that as soon as I said it.
Yeah. But take your tennis ball out so you don't stick it to it. Otherwise, you get fluffy bits stuck to it.
Yeah. Oh, there's another one. Look at that.
Dan's trying to weld it.
I'm no good at welding. Sorry.
I might have to knock up a few more of those little weed pots. I reckon they might sell all right too.
Yeah. If you plan your stuff ahead a little bit, you could always put a little notice on the notice board in that community shop and say, "Coming soon." Might spark up some interest.
Yeah.
All right, so another bug hole.
All right. I might have to bugger off too, mate.
All right.
All right. I'll catch you. You ducking on to have a look at some of those lives later?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I might catch you then.
Get the Aussies in there.
Yep. Okay.
All right. Thanks for coming in. Bye.
No worries, mate.
What's going on, Joy? Do you only come in here to see Robbo or something? That's twice you've left when Robbo's left. Wow, it's definitely the holy goblet. Yes. Ain't nobody drinking anything out of this. Nice one, Tommy. I'll call it a goblet, but Robbo wouldn't. All right, maybe a little bit of sawdust in there. Yeah, Robbo would say the same thing about my spindle work too, Tommy. I'll be back in 1 sec. Awesome, Tommy. Thank you for coming in. Have a good day at work.
What are you barking at? What are you barking at?
Just had to go and ask my dog what he was barking at. He looks at me and wags his tail, and there's a puzzled look on his face, like, I don't know. Well, thanks for coming in, Dan. It's a bit boring when Robbo's not around, doesn't it, to talk to? Are you going to swap over or what? Sure. Might put a bit of microfine over that today.
What are you barking at? Shut up!
Yeah, I'm still here. Nearly finished, just about ready to part it off. How are you, Amy? Yeah, I'm alright. Might change when I go inside, but I'm alright out here. Down here, isn't it? It's the holy mug. It's got a hole there. and another one that starts there and then comes out there. Lots of bug holes in it. That one, yeah, it goes down straight through that one. Then I got this one here was cutting it a bit fine. It's like it's just ever so slightly just made a hole. Right. Oh, right there. Right there. Just made a hole. It's some type of gum. Couldn't tell you. Bit of crap in there because I had cracks and had to super glue this one. It was just going to fall apart on me. Thanks, Amy. Thanks for stopping in the last 5 minutes. Just give it a little chip came out of it when I was parting it off, so I'll just give it a quick dab with the Yorkshire. See, just a little chip came out. That's all right. No biggie. And there's that little notch that's on the end there. I'll just put on my belt sander, just knock off the end. Yeah, definitely. Yes. This is just wood I've found when the wife and I have been out walking. Just branches. I knew they'd come handy for something. I don't think Robbo was too impressed that I was doing another egg cup, as he calls them. I did start to do a tea light candle holder today, but I killed that. See, I had this the copper wire going around there. I glued it in, and let's just say that what you need to do is get the tool and skim it back a little bit so you get rid of that top layer of glue, and just knock off the round bit on the wire. Yeah, so I tried to do that, and it got a little bit of a catch. So it's got a handle now. That's knackered. And Sid and Robbo have been given the Americans and the English folk a bit of an English lesson in Australian slang. Patterns on the bottom don't look too bad. Kind of looks like a bit of an A, doesn't it? Take away that lump there. A, mate. Yeah, I suppose. Could be an A for arsehole too. Sorry, just. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty chilly here too. So the old Arctic breezes aren't the best. All right, I'm gonna run away now. Appreciate you stopping in, Amy. Thank you. And there's the people that swap stickers with me. Yeah, you too. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon.